And that is the cool thing about Poetic License, which I should explain to the masses here while I'm doing this. That is one of the cool things I like about Poetic License, even though it says Poetic License. If you want to get your Poetic License, that could mean that you are sharing anything creatively, like if somebody played music or shared a part of a novel or anything of that variety. You are always welcome to, because you are sharing your creativity, and we all love it, and thank you very much. And in light of that... Oh!
Yes, Laura, I think you would address
Your Highness.
Prince as Your Highness, but I have never yet met a prince
So you wouldn't
or any royalty, and I do know that all they smell is fresh paint. I'll let you get on now.
All right, thanks. I will look it up just to make sure, because I only know these things through books. So.
It's helpful that we've got people that you can ask here, because we try to get people from as many different places as we can, which is another nice thing about my Poetic License open mic, this one right here. Not only when it was in the bookstore, like Susan would know, we would be at the bookstore and people from Austin would be able to walk over and check it out. But because I've got this in a Zoom meeting, thanks to some gentleman from New York, and then we would get people from around the country, people from my literary magazines like Lorna here, and even people from across the pond. I feel bad that there aren't any people from Greece or Singapore here this time, but you know, the more the merrier for whatever we do, and thank you all. But I was holding this up because John F. McMillan, Zoom host, read material from it and his first reading. I was going to share a couple pieces from the most recent issue of Down in the Dirt magazine. Look at that huge canyon. This is the Unbridgeable Canyon. That's the title of this book, named after another piece of accepted writing within the book. And I was going to share with you a couple pieces on the back of the book. They have artwork associated with them from past shows. I've done their older shows, and maybe I'll have it on the screen to be able to show you as well, because there are 3 short pieces. That's it for this one. This first one is titled, Here It Goes Again. Maybe this is what I deserve, this pain, but I can't let you go. Even if there is someone else on the side doing the same things to me that you do, I can't let you go. I need that connection to you. I need that pain. I can't be alone, even though I'm alone when I'm with you. I guess I feel like I'm nothing when I'm with you. But then again, I'm nothing without you. So, here it goes. Here it goes again. Tiny little picture. And what's really sad about this one is that the image that's with it, and happens to be a picture of me and my husband, which has nothing to do with my feeling bad about being with him, but we were at a wedding and borrowing people's cigars to take a picture at a wedding, and I don't know why that was the picture that came up in this art display that came up with that show, but it did. But he's awesome. It has nothing to do with him, honestly. These are all older pieces from shows that I did with him. This is another one that I did for him, and it's titled, I Am the Woman Who Loves Pain. I am the woman who loves pain. Another one. I look for you, and I usually find you. One of you. I know you'll all do the same things, act the same way. I've gotten used to it. They tell me I should find someone better, that I'm settling, that this is not love. But I've never felt love. And although this is pain, although I am hurting with you, it is better than hurting alone. I swear it is. The cool thing about this was a bunch of shows called Stop, or a bunch of poems in a show called Stop. And the cool thing is I asked a gentleman in, I think, my dorm when I was in college, would you look like, and set up photos, I'll set up a timer on my camera and make it look like it's an abusive situation. This is just somebody that was living nearby, and I'm sitting here with my head down, and I'm like, oh my God, through the window and your arm up, you look so nice and angry and violent, and that's such a perfect image. it didn't happen. I staged this thing and asked this friend of mine to do this, but that was just the funniest thing that I was able to pull that one off. One that is not quite as violently themed in the back of this book is titled Love Has Tendrils. Love has tendrils. Love has tendrils, long, fluid, arcing, curling, pulling, but under the water, I have slipped away one too many times, escaped the pull. Never strong enough to pull me in, were you? I keep searching for those endless arms to wrap themselves around me, to choke me, to kill me, until I rise yet again, gasping for air. Which is why I had to have a shot of me in water for the shot for during this show. Well, when I was doing shots, and when I first started before I took over this open mic, I would be setting up PowerPoint shows. And so I would get to sit and hide in the corner and put up images while I was doing these things set to music and stuff. But that was my third one for that show. And as I said, they were short and sweet. So I am hoping that John F. McMullen, Zoom host, is ready for his next set of 3 poems. I hope he is, because if you are ready, my angel, my darling, I hope you will take it away.
This is from